What's up, y'all? It's your boy YVNGB, man, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm over. I'm over it today. I just had to do this about 3 times because, phone decided to stop recording. And before I even start doing this, I'm probably gonna have to double check to make sure this is even recording still. I'm gonna be very upset. Let me go ahead and set this up again. Oh, I almost forgot. How stupid of me. Hey man, drop that intro. Alright, y'all. About to get into my reaction to Air Force Boot Camp Part 2. Keep in mind, I just had to rewatch this now for y'all. So, I'm not going to have the same exact intensity or enthusiasm of watching this. So just know.
Training culminates in week 6 with an event known as BEAST, which stands for Basic Expeditionary Airman Skills Training.
BEAST puts them through all the things that they have learned in 5.5, 6 weeks, and we rehearsed it, if you will.
During BEAST week, trainees live in a simulated combat environment.
Hey, for my people that's in the military, what's your favorite MRE? Cause mine, spaghetti off top. If it was pasta, good. Cause they always had Skittles, or they always had a Pop-Tart in there. Set for life. Set for life.
Tested on various field training exercises and scenarios.
I want their backs to hurt, and I want their feet to hurt after that 5 days of training out in the field. Because they need to ingrain to them right now the character. What's it take to be our agile airman and our agile guardian in the United States Air Force?
During combat arms training and maintenance, trainees learn how to handle and fire an M4 carbine. Trainees first learn how to safely load and fire their weapons in the classroom before heading out to the firing range. Where they'll fire their weapons from several different positions. Trainees fire a total of 76 rounds and must hit their target on at least 12 of them. Trainees who score 22 or higher qualify as expert.
Told y'all I only got 2 above the limit. Very upset.
If they lose fundamentals, they get frustrated. They tend not to qualify. You guys ready? Yes, all right, let's do it again. Let's go. But if you keep them motivated, that part will ensure that they either qualify or get that expert.
There's a sense of accomplishment that when an airman leaves here, that they're confident in holding and operating a weapon. Some people come here, they've never touched any weapon in their life, so that confidence is important to us.
Trainees don gas masks during CBRN training, where they learn how to protect themselves during a chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear attack.
Hey, when I tell y'all how hot that chem gear gets, and I'm pretty sure they said it in here, that, man, it will have you sweating bullets, and then you can't see when it fogs up in the chem gear mask. You can't see. It's like literally they put you in Texas heat with all that gear on and the weight vest on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Let's go! Get out here!
Trainees run through a simulated attack and conduct post-attack reconnaissance of their surrounding area, where they check for damage, as well as any unexploded explosive ordnance. Due to COVID-19 protocols, trainees are not exposed to any dangerous chemicals during BMT, But training that does include exposure is scheduled to return in early 2022.
2 feet. 2 feet. 2 feet.
I believe it's 97 degrees right now, and the gear that they're wearing adds about 15 degrees of body heat. So it's challenging both physically and mentally.
What'd he say? Adds about 10, 15 degrees. So this 97. You do the math, man. You do the math.
I know it's miserable out here, but you need to make sure you're paying attention.
I think it's a unique experience. I remember the first time I put on a gas mask and how cool I thought it was. But there's no doubt that after wearing that gear for a few hours, especially in the Texas heat, they probably get tired of it pretty quickly. I like to joke with some of my students and tell them, hey, the best part of Seaburn is returning the gear at the end of the day.
Figuring out how to coordinate with your team, that would be the most difficult part, especially in like all that really clunky gear. It's hard to move around, but it was still fun.
Trainees are also trained in Tactical Casualty Combat Care, or
TCCC,
TCCC, which teaches them how to perform potentially life-saving first aid in combat.
Once I go through one, I'm going to go back the opposite direction. That's what's going to create that direct pressure.
The trainees learn how to properly apply tourniquets, as well as how to evacuate a wounded airman to safety. Skills they'll need to know when it comes to the culminating event of Beast Week, simply known as the Village. The trainee's mission is to infiltrate the village and rescue an injured airman located somewhere inside. But the sounds of gunfire and explosives, along with the presence of role players acting as opposing forces and innocent bystanders, make for a stressful environment.
We all kind of rushed in and then didn't really know what to do. We were all just kind of like looking around like, what the heck is going on?
We had a plan and then it completely fell apart. Like as soon as we walked through, pretty much it.
That's what happens every time. As soon as we get them up with a plan, we walk through them little entryway and hear that bomb go off. Man, when I say everybody froze in the entry, oh my goodness. I sat there looking around like, what happened to the plan? Everybody froze. I froze for a second, then I started moving off to get away from everybody. Because I'm looking, I'm like, we all are grouped up in one area. I'm going to just go ahead and inch my little tail away. And then, since we paused right here, I already see no 360 vision. And as y'all can see, this is an instructor. And he's about to,
Fell apart.
We are responsible for throwing the different scenarios at them, having them feel the pressure while they're out here at the village. That way they can actually use their minds and think about what it is that we've taught them and trained them on in a scenario where they're actually under pressure.
Put your hands above your head. Put your fingers, put your feet.
Trainees are taught how to defuse situations with opposing forces.
Hold, sir. Hold.
And are instructed to use minimal force on those who are non-compliant.
What are you doing when they don't comply?
But the stressful environment can cause some trainees to freeze.
she just gave it up. She gave the gun up. What is she doing?
Some of the things that I see most of the time, which is very detrimental to our force, is trainees utilizing deadly force when they're not supposed to be.
Why did you shoot me?
You have a grenade in your hand and a weapon in your hand, sir.
How did you know it was a grenade? You're that far away, you don't know. And I'm not pointing my weapon at you. Why would you shoot me?
Obviously, we all know that's against code. It sets us back in a mission that we're trying to accomplish overseas.
Bang. Hey, sir. Common mistakes, not forming the 360-degree perimeter. I see that all the time. Hey, wingman. Bang.
What are you doing right now?
No 360-degree perimeter. I want them to make mistakes. I want to correct those mistakes and tell them this is why it was a mistake and move forward from it.
Y'all are all trained to teach or see, right? Somebody send us down there and then.
Once the trainees reach the injured airman, they must quickly and safely apply TCCC.
Wait up. Calm down and think.
before evacuating them to safety.
You guys ready? We're going this way. Let's go.
Hey, this is why we train out here. This is why we harp on all of those things that we teach you when you're doing fast and T-Triple-C, because all of this stuff comes into play whether you're here or downrange, and you have to apply real world. Hey, if you shoot somebody out in the desert and they didn't have opportunity, capability, and intent, you're going 11 work. We try and expose mistakes. That way they can make them here where it's a safe environment and actually leave the village with a different understanding of where they need to work on themselves. Good job.
Having survived Beast Week, the trainees returned to base with the toughest week of BMT behind them.
Hey, that march back, boy, feel like heaven. Because you already know, this march back, you already know you are about to go back to your tent and you're going home soon. That is the march of feeling like you just got pressure just relieved off your shoulders.
They see it often as a rite of passage. They've been out there, they've achieved that difficult thing. So by the time they come back from Beast, there's a new sense of accomplishment.
Friends and family gather to see their new airmen and guardians graduate.
It's 323rd. Shout out to the Mustangs. Even though we got moved to the 331st.
Just 7 weeks, which is not very long. It can make such a difference in someone's life. They walk a different way. They talk a different way. The amount of confidence they exude and the pride that they obviously have after having gone through this is so clear and so evident.
After graduating from basic military training, airmen and guardians head to technical school to start the next chapter in their journey in the U.S. Air Force and Space Force.
Those who joke about us being the chair force, I would tell you, well, it's easier to sit on a chair than to sit on a rock. We must outthink our enemies every single day in how we fight. But what I would tell those who joke is to stand the post, because we have a nation to defend.
Alright, that's it, y'all. Like I said, I already reacted to this. I'm very upset it didn't record. But, like I said at the end of BMT and graduating, so it's a different feeling. It brings back a lot of memories to me, just because like I still have my Airman's coin right now. I still have it. I wear it every day. It stays in my little pouch. I wear it every day. Still a good feeling when you graduate. It's just like you did something that you never thought you would be able to do, or you never thought you would do that. And you graduate and you just see your family and you be like, wow, I really made it through. But yeah, man, without further ado, let me go ahead and end this recording and go to my next reaction video that I will be posting tomorrow. It's gonna be a Teen Wolf the movie. If y'all don't know, Teen Wolf used to be my favorite show. And since they're making a movie, you know I gotta react to the trailer. It's only right. And it's gonna be on Paramount Plus. So you know it's only right that I react to it. Without further ado, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all share it with y'all friends. Peace.